Hello grade 8 students, welcome to science class. Today I am going to explain you your science chapter number 5, that is coal and petroleum. We in our daily life use various materials to get energy. Now these materials could be natural or man-made. Now do you know what are natural resources? Natural resources are those which we obtain from nature, which is not made by man, we get it naturally. For example, air, water, soil, minerals, all these materials we use to get energy, but we obtain it naturally. So they are known as natural resources. Now these natural resources can be broadly classified into two types. These are inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. Now, what are inexhaustible natural resources? Inexhaustible resources are those which are present in unlimited quantity in nature. They are not going to exhaust, they are not going to be finished by any human activities. So they are known as inexhaustible, means they will not get finished. For example, sunlight, air, all those things are not going to get finished by any human activities. Now, what are exhaustible natural resources? Exhaustible resources are those which are present in limited amount. They can be exhausted if they are used very much by humans. They can be finished, right? They can be exhausted as they are present in very limited quantity in nature. And examples of those are forest, petroleum, natural gas, coal, etc. Now these resources are in very limited quantity with us. So they are known as exhaustible natural resources. Now these resources are also known as non-renewable resources. Why non-renewable? Non-renewable means they cannot be made again, because it takes millions of years for their formation. So once these quantities get exhausted, gets finished, it takes millions of years for them to get formed again. So they are also known as non-renewable natural resources. Now in this chapter we are going to study about two non-renewable, or you can say exhaustible natural resources, that is coal and petroleum. Now first of all, let us see about coal. What is a coal? Coal, you have seen coal. It is a black colored hard stone like substance. Like it is a black colored hard stone like substance. It is coal. It is one of the fuel. If you go to village, you would have seen that there are no gas cylinders and stoves used there. There the stoves are used where coal is used as a fuel. Right? There coal is used as a fuel to cook food. Then even it was earlier used in railway engines. Nowadays we have electrical railway engines, but previously railway engines used to run through coal. Coal was used as a fuel in railway engines. Then it was used in thermal power stations to produce electricity also. Right? So coal is used in various fields as a fuel to get energy, right? To get electrical energy, you can say get heat energy. What do you mean by thermal energy? Thermal means heat energy. So through heat, electricity is produced. So coal is a fuel used widely. So we can say it is a hard black combustible substance used as a fuel. Also we can say coal is a fossil fuel. Why fossil fuel? Fossil, do you know what is fossil? Fossil means dead remains of living beings, dead remains of either plants, animals or humans. Those are called fossils. So coal is formed from fossils of living organism. Coal mines, they are formed from the fossils of plants. So it is a fossil fuel. Now let us see what is the story of coal, how we got coal, how coal was discovered. So about 300 million years ago, the earth was having very dense forest on it. But due to natural processes like flooding and earthquakes, volcanoes, etc., this forest got buried under the surface of the earth. So this forest, like all the trees present in those forests, they got buried under the surface of the earth. Now over them more and more soil started depositing on them. They got deep under the earth. So more and more soil crust started depositing over them, and due to the pressure of this soil, pressure of the earth, and the high temperature present deep under the soil, deep under the earth, and the absence of air also, there won't be air present over it. So the absence of air, high pressure and temperature, this plants, or you can say this forest, got converted into coal. But it is a very slow process, slow conversion. Now this coal mainly contains carbon. What is the main component of coal? It mainly contains carbon. So this process of formation of coal is also known as carbonization. This slow process of conversion of plants into coal, it is known as carbonization. Okay, so coal is a fossil fuel, black hard fossil fuel formed of carbon. Main composition of coal is carbon. So when we heat coal, or you can say when we burn coal in the presence of oxygen, what will be released? Carbon dioxide. Why? Carbon present in oxygen will react with carbon present in coal will react with oxygen present in air, and what will be formed? Carbon dioxide gas and heat will be released. Have you ever seen a coal burning? You might be seeing it, then black colored fumes will be coming out. When a coal is burned, black colored fumes comes out. Now what is that? That are carbon particles, right? Those black colored particles are carbon particles. So when we burn coal, so for burning oxygen is needed. So the carbon present in coal will react with oxygen, and carbon dioxide will be released along with heat energy. Okay, now there are three constituents of coal. You can say three products of coal. From coal we can get three products, and those products are coke, coal tar and coal gas. Right, what is it? It is coke, coal tar and gas. These are the three products of coal. From distillation of coal we can get these three products. Right, when we do distillation of coal we will be getting three products, that is coke, coal tar and coal gas. Okay, now what is coke? First of all we will be studying coke. It is a tough black substance, tough porous black substance. This is the pure form of carbon. coal is mainly made up of carbon, and out of that 95% is present in coke. Coke is almost the pure form of carbon. It contains 98%. It contains 98% carbon. Now when coal is heated, in the absence of air, you get coke, coal tar and coal gas. So coal gas will be released, coal tar will be taken out as a liquid form, and the solid residue which is left out, it is the coke. How the fraction distillation of coal is taking place? Coal is heated in the absence of air. The gaseous form which is released is the coal gas. Liquid form which we get is coal tar, and the solid residue which is left out, it is the coke. Okay, so now what are the uses of coke? It is used in the manufacturing of steel, then manufacturing of many metal industries, extraction of many metals. It is used for extraction of metals. So coke is used in metal industries. Okay, now next is coal tar. Coal tar, it is a thick black liquid, right? It is a thick black liquid with unpleasant smell. It is the mixture of about 200 substances, right? It is the mixture of about 200 substances. Now what are the compounds that are present in coal tar? It is benzene, toluene, naphthalene, phenol, aniline and anthracene. These are the components present in coal tar, right? All these compounds are carbon compounds, and these compounds have their different uses. I repeat those names. It is benzene, toluene, naphthalene, phenol, aniline and anthracene. Now what are the use of coal tar? It is used to prepare synthetic dyes, explosives, plastics, perfumes, paints, roofing materials. All those are the uses of coal tar, right? Previously coal tar was also used for road surfacing, but nowadays coal tar is not used. Instead, bitumen is used for road surfacing. Okay, now the third product from the coal is coal gas. It is the gaseous form of carbon which is obtained through distillation of coal, right? It is used to obtain heat in street lights. Previously street lights were burned through coal gas, right? It is used as fuel in many industries for lighting purposes. Previously when coal gas was invented, it was used in street lights. The first time in 1810 in London, it was used in lighting the street lights, right? Then in 1820 it was even used in New York. Okay, so this was all about coal of our chapter, that is first part of our chapter, that is about coal. Now the next part is petroleum, that we will be seeing in the next part of our video.